Hello everyone, my name is Elias Lopez, and today I'll be giving you a brief history about lacrosse, why it was created, its rise as a mainstream sport, and even how it was featured in the Olympics. To begin, lacrosse wasn't always a sport. It wasn't even called lacrosse. It was called stickball. And stickball was created back in the 1400s by Native Americans as a way to train young warriors and even settle disputes between tribes. French missionary Jean de Bordeaux was the first European to witness stickball being played back in 1636, and he's the one that gave it the name lacrosse. Native Americans used one type of stick, a solid wooden stick about 42 inches long, while nowadays we use two different types of metal sticks, an offensive stick, which is also about 42 inches long, and a defensive stick, which is about 72 inches long. While Native Americans wore no padding, nowadays we wear gloves, elbow pads, shoulder pads, and a helmet. Due to Native Americans wearing no padding and stickball being a very violent sport, injuries were basically part of the program, and even occasionally someone would die. Stickball was played with as few as 100 men and as many as 1,000 per tribe, with the objective to bring a little ball to a checkpoint that could be anywhere from 500 yards away to 6 miles. Whereas nowadays, we play with a 30-man team, 10 players playing at any given time, and the objective to put a little rubber ball in a 6x6 goal that's about 80 yards away. Lacrosse was in the Olympics 5 separate times, once in 1904, then again in 1908, then in 1928, 1932, and 1948. While it was in the Olympics 5 separate times, it was really only a featured sport twice, in 1904 and 1908. These are 3 times it was really just relegated as a demonstration sport. In 1904, when lacrosse was first in the Olympics, it was played between 3 separate teams, 1 American team and 2 Canadian teams. One of the Canadian teams consisting entirely of the Mohawk Nation, which are the easternmost Native American tribe. And if you were to guess that America, home to Native Americans, would win the gold, you'd be wrong. A Canadian team won gold in both 1904 and in 1908. Statistics show that men and women's lacrosse has grown by 47% and 43.1% respectively, where in 2014, over 750,000 unique lacrosse players were playing compared to football's 1.1 million. It has grown so much that Gillette Stadium, home to the Patriots, has even hosted a men's championship 4 separate times. Once in 2007, then again in 2008, then in 2012, then in 2017, where in 2017, over 100,000 people watched live. So in closing, lacrosse has a checkered past. And while I still don't believe it's a mainstream sport, if it keeps growing at the rate it has been, I believe in the next 5 to 10 years, it could be as big as football, if not even bigger. So thank you everyone, and have a good day.